everyone. Welcome back. Please comment, rate, subscribe, folks. Comment, rate, subscribe, like the videos. Also share the videos. I want to thank everyone that does like, watching, and share my videos. You folks are the absolute best. Listen, folks, there's a link to you down below. Has the links to all of my social media platforms. Please go down there, follow me across all my social media platforms, and talk to me because I'll talk back. Also down there as well as links to all of my YouTube pages. Please go down there, subscribe to all my YouTube pages, and turn on your notifications so when I post content, you folks will be in the know. Listen, folks, Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern. Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern, we'll be talking Jets. We'll be sitting down, talking about everything that's going on with the roster, talking about the outcomes of the games, what the Jets need to do. Listen, call in. I take live callers. I love going back and forth with you folks about this football team. Now, with that said and done and put to the side, I've come to talk to you folks today about the New York Jets getting a much-needed victory over the Tennessee Titans. The Jets beat the Titans 24-17, and it was an ugly win, but I'll take it. Okay, it was an ugly win. We didn't come out looking the greatest, but we got the job done. Jets beat the Titans. Comment down below, give the video a thumbs up, and subscribe if you haven't already, because we got to get into this discussion. Listen. This was a sloppy game by the New York Jets starting out, okay? The first half was so sloppy by the New York Jets. We came out, Titans had the ball, and the defense immediately, you could see, had issues struggling against the run yet again, okay? The Titans came out running the ball hard, and we all knew that, right? We knew that this is a copycat league. They saw what happened with the Niners. They said, oh, the Niners, that worked for them? Hey, it's going to work for us as well, right? It's going to work for us as well, and we're going to try it, and they did, and the Jets were struggling, okay? Pollard, he handled business on the day. 17 carries, he had 62 yards. Man, the Titans as a whole, the team, okay, rushed for 130 yards against the New York Jets. There's a lot of dumb penalties by the New York Jets as well. That's part of the thing that's really frustrating watching them play. A lot of sloppy play, okay? A lot of sloppy play, especially early. We had a lot of penalties that helped the Titans extend their drive on their score. The Titans' first touchdown drive included these penalties. Tony Adams had a holding call. There was also an offsides call on Takk McKinley. Thomas, our defensive lineman, he had an offsides call, right? That offset a penalty that happened with the Titans. One of their offensive linemen was holding. Instead of getting the Titans call and pushing them back, the penalty's offset because Thomas was offsides. After that penalty, you got Ridley running around the right side for a 10-yard touchdown, which put the Titans up 7-0. They got so much yardage moved down the field because of penalties. We just gifted them stuff. And this is something that we saw last season. We saw this last season. We saw stupid stuff, stupid penalties, extending these teams' drives, and ultimately, the Jets really were hurting themselves. And we're seeing this yet again. It's just like, come on, man. Where's the discipline? Early in this game, the Titans had a lot of momentum. A lot of momentum. It really looked like they were going to take the game away early for the Jets. I'm telling you, they had everything rolling in their favor, and the crowd was going crazy as well. But I'll tell you what, man, Will Levis, if you're ever in a time of need, okay, and you need a player to do something stupid, you can call on Will Levis. He's going to handle business. He had some momentum killers for the Titans that really helped the New York Jets get back into this game, get some things flowing, and get the ball rolling in their court, okay? First, the Titans were driving down, and it looked like their drive was going to end up, with them scoring another touchdown or at least kicking a field goal to get some more points, right? Will Levis has two back-to-back head-scratching plays that was just mind-boggling. The first one was he's going to be sacked by Will McDonald. Keep in mind, Will McDonald balled out in this game, okay? He had 3 sacks. The Jets team as a whole had 4 sacks. He had 3 of the 4 sacks in this game. We're going to be talking about him a little bit later as well because that young man stepped up, and showed out in this game, okay? So he's being sacked by Will McDonald. He's being brought down. Will Levis turns and just throws the pass backwards to a player that wasn't even nowhere near prepared for it. It wasn't a design play or nothing. He just tossed it backwards for some reason. Well, that's a backwards pass. So the Jets recover because technically it's a fumble. Right? And even the Titans head coach looks at Will Levis and screams at him. He's coming to the side. He says, "What the heck?" I'm going to censor that. "What the heck are you doing? What did you do that for?" And it was like, you could tell that Will was just, he grabbed his face mask and pulled, like, I know I've made a critical mistake, right? So the Jets couldn't get anything out of that. They end up punting, okay? Titans get the ball back. Will Levis on the next drive drops back, looks, and throws a ball. Throws the ball up, and Eccles picks the ball off. Interception. It's like, thank you, Will Levis. Thank you, brother. Okay, we're trying to fight and scrap. Thank you for all that you're doing to ensure that the Jets, okay, keep rolling, try to get this victory. All right. So with the ball back in the Jets' hands, Aaron Rodgers and the Jets offense is trying to, move down the field and get some things done. Aaron Rodgers finds Braylon Allen, who had a day as well, for a 12-yard touchdown in the passing game. All right, that was big, man. Braylon Allen had 7 carries on the day for 33 yards. He had a touchdown. That young man played very well, especially because Breece Hall was dealing with a bit of an injury on the sidelines for a little bit. Braylon Allen came in and showed up and showed out as well. Titans get the ball back, man. And here we go again. Stupid penalties hurting us, right? Stupid penalties hurting us. On 3rd and 3, okay, it looked like we were going to get the Titans off the field. Jets get an unnecessary roughness call. That gives the Titans a first down before the half. They drive. They end up ending that drive with a field goal to put them up 10-7 at the half. The Jets' penalties, again, in this game was egregious. The Jets went into the half. This is at the half, okay, with 6 penalties for 65 yards. Oh, my God. It was just so undisciplined. So undisciplined, it was mind-blowing, okay? Completely mind-blowing. Keep in mind, the Jets were struggling to run the ball at this point. The Jets had 16 yards rushing at this point. They had more penalty yards than they had rushing yards before the half. Sloppy. Sloppy play, man. So sloppy. It's crazy. And things need to be tuned up and changed in that facet. We're talking about winning a Super Bowl this year. That's what everybody's talking about. We cannot come out and be slow, sloppy, and lethargic coming out against these top teams. We can't do it. We can't do it. If you play the Chiefs like we play the Titans, we do that, we'll get crushed. We won't even, the game will be over before the first quarter, okay? We'll get finished. If we're going up and matching up against these top teams, the way that we're handling business right now, it's not going to work. We must turn up the intensity. We've got to get rolling early. We're coming out too slow and too sloppy. Too sloppy. Now, the Jets came out in the second half and they looked a bit better, okay? Looked a bit better. But there were still some issues, all right? The first drive coming out in the second half, of course, we get a delay of game penalty. The delay of game penalties in this game were mind-boggling. And not just that either. There were a lot of times where the Jets had to call timeouts because the clock was winding so far down and the play wasn't going to get off before the play clock actually, ended. That was mind-boggling to me. I don't know if that's on Sulla or Nathaniel Hackett or Aaron Rodgers. I don't know who it's on. But that is ridiculous. This offense has far too many veterans on it. We got Aaron Rodgers. Why is this happening? Why is this happening? It's just mind-boggling. Mind-boggling. But in that first drive, Aaron Rodgers found Breece Hall in the receiving game as well for a 26-yard catch in TD. Breece had some plays in this game, man. But that TD was big. He actually handled business right there, man. Handled business. Now, keep in mind, the Jets had ended the game with 7 penalties for 70 yards. Mind-blowing. On the next drive, Irvin Charles is actually able to make a play as well. The Titans were going to punt because the Jets defense shut it down. Irvin Charles comes out, blocks the punt, and the Jets get the ball back. We actually get a field goal on that drive to put us up 17-10. 17-10. And the Jets are just handling business. It's looking like we're going to close the door, right? Looking like things are finished. Well, Will Levis drops back when the Titans get the ball back and throws a 40-yard bomb to Ridley for a touchdown. This was mind-boggling because the throw didn't look like it hit Ridley. It didn't look like it hit Ridley because there was a Jets defender that jumped, and I thought he had caught an interception, and he kind of jumped and then rolled out of bounds. I thought he had the ball. Sauce was also right there in coverage, but he had his head turned. I don't know if he thought the Jets defender had caught the ball as well, but the ball like literally went right by or under Sauce, and Ridley was there and caught the ball. But even with that, Ridley still rolled when he did that, and Sauce contacted him while on the ground, but they didn't blow the play dead. It should have been blown dead on the one. It wasn't. He was able to roll in and get a touchdown. They even reviewed it and still blew the call and gave the Titans a touchdown when you could clearly see that Sauce had contacted him on the ground. It was a strange play, okay? A strange play. But the Titans got a touchdown. It ties it up 17-17. Keep in mind, on this drive, Jermaine Johnson goes down. And we were all hoping that it wasn't what it initially ended up being. Jermaine Johnson has had an MRI. Jermaine Johnson has torn his Achilles. He is done for the season. Now, he's in high hopes, in high spirits. I wish him nothing but the best, and I wish him a speedy recovery. Listen, he's going to fight. He's going to come back, and he's going to come back with a fury. There's no doubt in my mind. But Jermaine Johnson is done for the season, and that is a blow to the Jets defense, okay? So we lose Jermaine Johnson on the day, after that drive as well, and the Titans get a touchdown. It's 17-17. And I'm like, wow, my head is spinning, okay? Jets come back out. Aaron Rodgers trying to manufacture a drive. They hand the ball off to Braylon Allen, and Braylon Allen tears it up. 20-yard run for a touchdown. Jets up 24-17, baby. 24-17, and things are looking smooth, baby. Now, keep in mind, there was some throws in this game that Aaron Rodgers had made that was unbelievable. He made a throw to Garrett Wilson. Lofting back. Just pitched it up, just put it only where Garrett could catch it, right? And Garrett literally swings his head around just to find the ball. The hand-eye coordination on Garrett Wilson is just ridiculous. But that's just, we saw so many beautiful things from Aaron Rodgers, some of the throws that he can still make in this game. It was mind-boggling. But to get down there and have Braylon Allen, close things out with that 20-yard touchdown, it was crazy, okay? So the Titans get the ball back. They're driving down the field. They're getting into the red zone here. And Will McDonald showed up yet again. On 3rd and goal, Will Levis drops back. Will McDonald gets past a Titans offensive lineman and grabbed Will Levis and brought him down for a sack. Will McDonald, in a crucial moment, gets a big sack of Will Levis on the 8-yard line. On 3rd and goal. Crucial. Showed up, man, in the biggest way. Of course, again, at that point, Jermaine Johnson had been gone. Everybody's looking around like, oh, we're going to struggle. Will McDonald stepped up and handled business. Will Levis dropped back after that sack, tried to find Tyler Boyd. Tyler ends up dropping the ball. Jets get the ball back, kneel it, game over. Jets get a W. It was ugly, man. It was ugly. Let me tell you. But we got it done. There's things we need to clean up. There's things the Jets need to correct. We have got to figure things out, okay? We can't come out slow, sloppy, lethargic. We cannot do that against these top teams if we're going to get something rolling. The penalties, the self-inflicted wounds, we got to figure this stuff out, man. But we did what it took. We scrapped, we fought, we got back into the game, we got our heads on straight, and we got a victory against a Titans team that has a very tough defense on the road in their house, okay? Whew. And Will McDonald showed up, man, and so did Braylon Allen. Big plays. Comment down below. Let me know what you folks think. How do you folks feel about the Jets' performance in this game? What are your thoughts about Braylon Allen, Will McDonald, Garrett Wilson, Aaron Rodgers, Breece Hall? What are your thoughts about their performance? What are your thoughts about the penalties, man? What are your thoughts about that stuff? Comment down below. What a win. Until the next one, you folks have a good one. Peace.